The Whirlwind Man, The First Time Travel Vessel, by John Pavon, narrated by Paul Hikari. Dedicated to Mother, Father, Sister, and Brother, Lola Pavon, John Pavon, and Bella Pavon, who by example taught us the wind of life, the science of nature, and that one needs to have a good imagination. Don't give me that llama look! Quoted by John Pavon. Preface to the first edition. During the last 4 decades, science has made giant leaps, not only in terms of new technology, but also in terms of the underlying imagination involved. This book explores the concept that the imagination of 2 small-town brothers is connected with the imagination that guides ongoing world events at large. Steps have been taken to correct the scientific, mathematic, technical studies, and research. Hence, the reader has a more up-to-date view and appreciation of the long hours and dedication past scientists, mathematicians, and scholars have exhibited. Rather than focus on the technical aspects of science that this fiction introduces, I have tried instead to make it more entertaining. This story takes place in the early 1960s, and centers on the world as seen from the point of view of 2 brothers from a small town, and considers the human emotions and psychologies associated with sibling rivalry, jealousy, rage, fear, and happiness. It is written from the perspective of the older brother, Jimmy. Acknowledgements. What causes things to happen such as a whirlwind? Why is imagination a vital learning skill, not only for 2 young brothers from a small town, but also for everyone else? The imagination sparks a need for new technologies, new science, and a need for future generations to explore the cosmos, beginning from our own backyard. When one looks back in time 4 decades ago, life may seem simpler. It was a time of innocence. This book is an acknowledgement to my late mother, Lola Pavon, whose nature was warm and supportive. My late father, John Pavon, whose firm structure had a supportive nature. To my late sister, Bella Pavon, whose warmth and compassion were nurturing. And to my late uncle, Ray Martin, whose interests in science fueled my young mind. I also want to thank my little brother, Charles, whose sibling rivalry and creative games kept things entertaining. And I also want to thank my surviving older sister, Louise, who opted not to run away from home, but instead show us younger kids the right way to do things. Both supported me from a distance in writing this story. I want to thank my 2 daughters, Antia and Shannon, their families, and my grandchildren, because it will be that generation which will spark new technology and the new science fiction of the future.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?